Hey Empire fans, no podcast this week, but with the re-signing of Ben Katz, Marquez Brownlee, Antoine Davis, and John Randolph, I thought it'd be fun to take a deeper dive and take a look at one thing that makes Ben Katz's defense truly special. We're not talking about poaching today. Not only would that take a much longer video, but you kind of also have to be Ben Katz to fully understand it, and I kind of want him to explain it more than I could possibly try. No, today we're talking strictly about Ben Katz's mark. Ben Katz is about 5'8", 5'9", and not an absurdly long wingspan, but still a pretty long, above average wingspan. But if you're like me, you're wondering, hey, why is a guy that's exactly or similar to my size, he does so well on taller and longer players and handlers, and yet I'm constantly getting broken. Whether it's around, whether it's inside, I have so much trouble. What is he doing so differently? There's a lot of things that go into it, sure. But I feel like after closer inspection of Katz on the mark, I think one of the big lessons and one of the things that we can learn is that sometimes a good mark is as much about depth as it is about the angle. Just on this play against Toronto, Katz knows where the options are and he uses his perceived lack of height to his advantage. Knowing that the other man in the double team is on paper harder to get around, and that sideline is being used as an additional defender, there's only so many places where the thrower can put that disc. Timing is also a huge part of this as well. And between the stall count and reading the thrower's eyes, grip on the disc, and hips, there are tools to help anticipate a thrower's release. Katz used the depth of the mark to put himself in position to get the swat. And Ben Katz is one of the best in the game at this. And I know when we just focus and praise Katz today, Ethan Thornton has also gotten much better at this skill too. And for those who wonder why John Randolph doesn't get more O-line touches, look at him on the mark and think back to that championship weekend semifinal. His right foot gives him away, but doesn't give him up. He doesn't shift his center of gravity even though he shows that he bit a little. Then, with the sideline helping the mark, limiting the options on one side of the field, John can commit more to the middle of the field. Finally, we watch as his trademark pending meat Pistons leap from a standstill to get a hand on this. That Empire O-line gets a ton of credit, as do the incredible athletes on the D-line like Yacht, Marquez, and Antoine. But don't sleep on the players that are shaped just like you and I. They are elite in their own ways, and a big reason why that Empire defense was as successful as it was last season. So I do hope you enjoyed this shorter video. If you do want better tactical breakdowns, of course, Jack Williams has stuff going on in his own channel, a lot more X and O's, and he's going a lot harder on the production value, sure. So I hope you can use him and many of the other Ultimate resources at a much higher level to keep on learning, get those season tickets, and I'll see you soon.